I lied. It does have words. But it's only 10 of the 22 pages. Yes, the cover art counts. Also, this isn't dialogue, so this doesn't count either. But hey, if you have a wall that's 55% red and only 45% blue, you'd say it's just red, right?
No, I'd say it's both.
leave me alone. ChatGPT didn't give me good enough examples, so I had to improvise. Also, YouTube overlords, that was a squirt gun. Let's not get hasty now. Alright, let's go way back to a year ago. It was December 11th. 2024. When I was reviewing the script I made a few months earlier for chapter 4. Now as an aside, do you ever read something that feels soulless and kind of mid? Well, that's how I felt reading my script, which sucked, because it was my script. I thought there was some decent world building, character development, and I thought that the character interactions were really good. And I realized the issue I ran into was pacing. Sure, the characters were being developed. I mean, not really though. The world building was also pretty minimal. And sure, the character interactions were good, but I've already had some good character interactions. It just felt redundant. A while ago, I was at my old job on a slow day. I paced around for a few minutes, thinking about what feels off about some of the arcs I had come up with when it clicked. Every chapter and every arc I make, I attempt to give multiple meanings. I was about to yap for way too long. Basically, I failed to do that. So then, looking at chapter 4, I realized the only thing that could actually happen was they went to Hilsey's house. In chapter 5, Hilsey says a bunch of crazy shit that changes the plot or sets the plot in motion. So if I had just combined these two chapters, instead of having some average Joe escort Grand Chris to Hilsey's, Hilsey escorts them with some definitely not average Joe. So they go to the house, and Hilsey gets to do her shit. I was ecstatic because this arc would be one chapter shorter too. So I started scripting away. Then I came up with a super good idea that would add another chapter, but god damn it, I wanted to do it. So I did an 11-page dialogueless scene of the gang having to silently navigate the in-world equivalent of a train station while someone is following them. I talk more about it later, and why it's actually interesting. Then I started making the first page, which was easier than normal because I copied half of the final page from my last chapter. Anyway, I'm done now. I can tell this video is gonna have too much editing, so I need to make budget cuts here and there, and this time lapse fell victim. Now I'm making the next page, which I was the most excited to draw, and it's one of the pages I've had the most fun drawing ever. As you can tell, the dude is looking gray. Extra funny, because in the original script, he was so incredibly normal. His first line was, "How are you kiddos doing?" Instead of, and you can read the horrible original script on my Patreon. I actually want to capture more realistic characters, but I think it's more fun to create absurd characters, because absurdities represent the very real struggles and hardships that they go through. Not only is it more fun, but it highlights what the character could have gone through, making them more fun to read about. I said that twice. And it's gonna be super fun when I finally reveal why these absurd characters are the way they are. And then there's Chris. Boom! Page done. Speaking of absurd characters, Hilsey shows up with alcohol, cigarettes, and near slutty attire, as her elbow is almost showing. Fun fact, the main reason I decided that that long clothing is the norm and anything else is kind of indecent is because my anatomy could be less good if everyone has to wear long-sleeved clothing. Anyways, alcohol, cigarettes, the attire, those are all deemed lowly, as they are distractions from society's goals to find the surface. Lowly behavior in this world gets you sent to a lowland, which is an improvised city which has to mine for the surface and get other resources for the rest of society. Hilsey doesn't give a fuck though, because she's famous and shit. Bang! Another page done. I like the little munchie here. He's a little too little though. I hit the sequence of dialogueless pages and wanted to storyboard all 11 in one go so that I had a similar rhythm for all of them, which is different from what I normally do, storyboarding a few pages at a time while thinking about what's coming up in the script. I tried storyboarding this double page spread and thought that most people are gonna just read this online and all the drawings would be smaller and it'd be clunkier, so I split it into 2 pages. Initially I was actually copying this page from JoJo Part 7. The other reason I only storyboard a few pages at a time is because my paneling is heavily influenced by what I'm reading at the time. Storyboarding this time took me a few hours because I put all my brain power into it and I just moved slower as I went along, which is one of the reasons I like paneling a few pages at a time, because I feel like in the long run I'm just faster at doing that. Then it was time to get started. Also, before storyboarding these pages, I made these. I just forgot to record. Oh boy! Sorry, was I excited to draw this page. I tried paneling more vertically because I thought it'd be more visually interesting due to the contrast of what I normally do, and I think it worked out. By the way, they all have to be quiet because a bearded man, Pamela, is a skeptic and forces everyone to be quiet so no one recognizes them, convinced that they're being followed, which Hilsey denies like she always does. Ironically, they are being followed, and Hilsey's the only one that knows, like always. Now she has to deal with the man following them without letting anyone else know. She does it in a very creative way. Page is done. I love this. This is like one of my favorite pages. I really like it. I like the I like the paneling. I like the drawings. I really like this page. Unlike the next page. In this page, Chelsea sees that she's still being followed. And since I don't like this page, we're gonna talk about Mashal. I'm like halfway through season 2. For anyone who doesn't know, it's basically One Punch Man if it were mocking Harry Potter. It's kind of like Black Clover if it were good. And I think it's really funny how like 5 episodes in, after the MC has been at the school for like 4 episodes already, the author was like, shit, I need to add houses. So we added 3 houses, pretty much just removing Hufflepuff, and painted it in a way that Mash just completely forgot about a dead unicorn, saying he's basically Gryffindor after analyzing the inner complexities of cream puffs. Which is honestly in character, which is why I like the show. God damn it, I'm calling you out on your bluff, Hajime Komoto. May have butchered that. He didn't even get the robes with the house emblem on it until after he had that realization, because the author had the realization at the same time. Anyway, I like the show a lot, mostly. And here's the page 2, I guess. No boom this time. Storyboarding again. I know earlier I said I did it in one go, but I guess I lied. I storyboarded the first 3 pages, because now I'm doing the rest. But then I got sidetracked and played anime higher or lower, because Grant the anime man made a video doing it and I wanted to beat him. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I know. Riveting gameplay. Can I say I'm the GOAT? Let me cook. Oh, motherfucker. Needless to say, it was going well. Oh, this is gonna be close. Never mind. Oh, what did I... Oh, it's the 90s version. I thought I threw. Fuck. This shit's ass. But amidst the darkness, I persevere. Give me something I know. Well, I've been gifted 2 points. Shit. Fuck shitty. Fuck shit. I've been blessed. Oh baby, I'm cooking. I should not said anything. These are gonna be like so close. I think this is like a smidge lower. Okay, this is not a real show. No one likes Boruto. This is at least 7.5. I'm the GOAT. Oh shit, how horny are anime fans? They're pretty fucking horny. Oh, they're not that horny. They are not that horny. I'm the GOAT! And now I get to draw a cute animal, which I've been super excited to do since I scripted this chapter. This one's a Proco, which is what Munchie is. However, this one's a lot younger, as Munchie's pretty old. My mom said he looks like a bat in this panel. So what do we think about that, chat? I think she's crazy. Which I can't say on the internet, because I said to her face too. When I was trying to pronounce the mangaka's name for Mashal, I remembered it took me way back to when I was a soccer referee for 7 years. And how when I had to check the players in before the game started, and I saw a name that I wasn't familiar with on the sheet, I was like, fuck. Because every time I would say the name wrong, I never got it right. And then everyone just started like... like, let's say I called someone in and I said, Crefont, are you here? Everyone would laugh and go... Yeah, Crefont, are you here? He doesn't even know your name's Crefont. Like shit like that. You get over after a while. It just took me back. The nostalgia. I do not miss reffing though. Page done. It's time to draw my favorite page. But first, let's break down my... First, script. Second, storyboard. Third, take reference photo in real life so that the art looks good. I don't draw almost a single panel without a reference photo, because I draw faster and better. And this is a clip of me realizing what pose I'm gonna have to make for the next page. Oh shit. It's posing time, baby. Yeah, it's pretty bizarre, and I don't particularly love that I'm posting this on the internet. I got some good photos. I had to imagine I was holding a bong, since I don't actually have one, surprisingly. Thus, it was a little off in the final drawing, to my brother's disappointment, but it's chill. While making this page, I almost watched the entirety of the anime. Romantic Killer! I watched Romantic Killer a while ago and thought it was pretty good. Or at least enjoyable. So I decided to rewatch it, and I still freaking really liked it. I went to read the manga when I found out it doesn't have an English translation yet. Why, God? Is this because of the time I made fun of Black Clover? Twice? Because of the time I confidently said the Detroit Lions would destroy the Washington Commanders? Or could it be because of the one time I may have overreacted? What are you talking about? In terms of choreography, that one's worse than anything else. And first hour of senior year, when my friend said that the first arc of Black Clover is better than Golden Age of Berserk. Your way of arguing makes no sense. Yes, I just wanted to say that. And yes, I left out some context. You guys don't know how badly I wanted to read the manga, so now we're done. That's how badly. I love how it turned out. I even posted it on Pinterest, so it could be a widget on my home screen. Also, this is the best guy, and I hope this person dies. Literally no one asked, but here's my take on anime of the year. My favorite was Look Back. Sure, yeah, I'm just a Tatsuki Fujimoto simp, and I'm not probably gonna say anything that hasn't been said before, except for the fact that Look Back shares incredible parallels to the Greek tragedy of Antigone, as both works share a theme of grief, legacy, and the weight of decisions that are made in the wake of personal loss, as evidence in the introspect. My favorite anime show was The Apothecary Diaries. Shit was so good, I just finished it. God damn. I cannot wait for season 2. I'm not even sure if it came out this year though, but I watched it a few days ago. If I were to decide my favorite anime show that came out this year though, I have to say that. Great page, thank you. And we've made it to the final page of the chapter. If I look back at the beginning, this chapter took me 1 month and like a day, which is actually a really good pace for me considering I started this college semester, spent an entire week at least making videos, and I was actually working at the time too when I started this chapter. And as the earth burns to you can't tell I'm getting sick of talking, and I was really tired when I wrote the script, and I'm running out of things to talk about, except for how much I love this fucking page. This panel's peak. I normally try to avoid screen tones outside of shading and clothes because it's my art shit. But here I use it to almost vignette the floor and walls, and I think it looks freaking great. Okay, it's recap time. Except I'm also showing chapter 3's recap because I don't want to make chapter 3 its own video, because I only had recordings of myself making 1 page, and when I don't use a video with just a bunch of recordings, that shit takes so long to edit. We open with High Lady Lifford and Howard Search Wolf and Hollow doing a press conference in Cornerstone, answering questions about how much they've been helping the city rebuild since the incident. Neomip, however, is watching this press conference, frustrated as Gray and Chris are supposed to be here, but nowhere to be found. It started forever ago. I told you we should have gotten mush cups, Chris complains. Gray argues that he liked it, which Chris refutes. Sounds bad. That sounds really bad. Gray tells Chris if he didn't want any, he didn't have to go with him, which Chris rebuttals, saying they're supposed to always stay together. Gray asks Chris if the pickaxe thing bothered him too, which makes Chris think Gray only wanted mush cups to get attention. Are you Gray and Chris? Gray and Chris? Whoa, no way. Please, everyone. We can't even eat in peace. Please sign this. Well, if I have to. Nah, I just want a mush cup. Gray refutes. While Chris is in the middle of panic, crashing into the interview, Chris decides to take a different way and asks Neomip if he should still attend the press conference or just skip it. Neomip says to still go out there and remember where to meet Hilsey. At the Gemfield Memorial, Gray and Chris are waiting for Hilsey, where Gray doesn't seem to be bothered. Chris asks Gray, "How are you? Happy here?" Gray says that Chris is thinking about Saphira, while he's thinking about that. Chris reveals to Gray that the Force Stone didn't actually find the surface through that gate, and it's just a symbol. Looking at the nameplate for Saphira, then looking up, Chris says, "It's weird seeing her like this." Gray asks Chris if it makes him want to find the surface even more, so that they can become immortal and never crystallize. Chris says he guesses so, then Gray complains about Hilsey taking so long, when a man appears. We open in the Gemfield Memorial, with Gray complaining about Hilsey taking forever to show up, when suddenly, a man appears behind him, and...
Definitely the real Gray,
the man claims.
What the hell are you doing?
I knew it! You aren't the real Gray!
I am the real Gray. I just don't want some perverted superfan licking me!
Who is this guy?
Some stalker. If you weren't so ugly, he'd have to come for you next. Listen, Wide Eyes, you don't know who you're messing with.
Hilsey, come here!
Pamela, you have to stop acting like a crazy fuck.
Hilsey says, showing up with beer and cigarette in hand. To Gray and Chris's surprise. Pamela throws hats at Gray and Chris, so they can sneakily go back to Hilsey's.
Hilsey? How do you know this guy? You look so stupid with that hat on. No, I don't. Do I?
You do.
Hilsey then says Gray could take off his jacket, to Chris's shock, as well as Pamela's.
You want him to walk around naked? People don't come in this area very often, but still!
Gray asks Pamela how he knows Hilsey. Pamela looks at Gray and says,
"We used to have a mutual friend."
Walking toward a building in Cornerstone, Chris points out that Gray wearing his hat backwards kinda defeats the point.
What?
Pamela exclaims, freaking out, then bolting it to the nearest alley and telling everyone to follow. Chris runs after him.
Dummy.
Wait. Someone's here. Hilsey, where are they? Hilsey?
There's no one here, you idiot.
Thank goodness. We're about to go through the exit. From here on out, neither of you can even think about saying a word.
Yeah.
Hilsey, make them respect me.
It's your fault, you weird.
Let's go.
They sneak into the station. When Hilsey notices a man behind her. After getting Munchie to tell Pamela something, she begins walking to the bathroom. The man then writes a note and gives it to the Procwa in his pocket, who then begins heading to the bathroom. Inside, the Procwa sees Hilsey's shoes, then reads the note.
Make sure she's in the bathroom. Don't fall for the stupid shoe trick like the people before us.
The Proc was relieved to hear that Hilsey is still actually in the bathroom. When? The man sees Hilsey leaving the bathroom and meeting up with the rest of the crew, and Hilsey sees the man walking into the bathroom.
Can you ask those girls to grab my purse? I forgot it in the bathroom.
Hilsey asks Pamela,
You didn't have a purse.
to his unamusement.
Don't you think people will find it weird if I go back into the bathroom so quickly?
Hilsey points out while Chris is scared. Upon reflection, Pamela decides to ask the girls. The man sees a smoky room with his Procwa knocked out, holding a bottle of alcohol. The woman shrieks. The man grabs his Procwa and runs out as fast as he can and tries to find Hilsey.
Why did we leave without your purse?
However, Hilsey was already on a cart.
I didn't have one, dumb shit.
Are you okay?
He hotboxed the woman's bathroom using a crystallized bong. With a Procwa.
The man is stunned. My friends did a great job voice acting that chapter. If you want to see behind the scenes, there's no video yet. But subscribe in case I do. I might make one. I might. Maybe.
We used to have a mutual friend.
Okay, I figured out actually what I want you to do.
Oh, great.
But now it's time to introduce the chapter 4. I thought this would be a fun bit to do at the end of every video, just to add more runtime. Today the category is all decided by my loving list of patrons over on Patreon. What's that? My only patron's my alt account? Then I guess. Who's your guys' favorite character this chapter?
Hilsey.
I'm not noticing any bias from Will at all.
Yeah,
No.
I think Pamela's pretty
You're great.
If you'd like to join my Patreon, the next award show you could single-handedly decide the winner. Think of the power you could exhibit in front of 21 people. that's not what really matters. What really matters is that you read my manga. In a room full of 21 people, if you read my manga, you would be my favorite. Real talk though, I would also really appreciate if you guys gave my manga a vote so I could win the contest I'm entered in. You can vote once every single day, and if I win the contest, it'd be a huge step forward toward making manga as a job, which would be freaking awesome. When making this video, the TikTok ban really just bent me over and drilled me. I used to use CapCut to make all my videos, which maybe isn't the most professional thing to do, but I don't give a damn. I liked CapCut. It got the job done, and it worked pretty well. So then I had to go and try using, then I had to explore. I just decided to use Filmora, and and you know what? It all worked out. I accidentally spent $100 on a subscription thing that I thought was gonna be $8, but still. Like Filmora is just a lot faster than CapCut. There's some like limitations. Like in my chapter 2 recap video, I made an animation of Gray, and I won't be able to do that ever again. Side tangent. I have very poor work-life balance. I feel like if I have any look of free time, I should just be drawing or doing school. So when scripting the chapter 4 recap, I thought it'd be a very good reason to hang out with my friends by like combining making the video and having my friends voice act the characters, which is really cool. They all did a very good job. There were some times where I was editing it and I was like, the voice acting's a little off, but every time that happened, it's because I just didn't tell them how to enunciate the word how I would have like pictured. So it's completely on me. But now I should hopefully be better at that. If you see the behind the scenes video, you'll see I didn't have a particular knack for it. Alright, that's enough. Bye. When putting this video together, I learned I'm actually 40 minutes away from hitting 20 minutes. So here are some clips from behind the scenes. Literally Pamela.
Don't start licking me now.
When suddenly a man appears behind him and
Come on.
we owe
Definitely the real Gray, the man claims.
I like it. Try again, though. I just want to see if there's like a better one.
Perfect, but again.
The man claims.
I was doing some like last second study.
Please.
What the hell are you doing? What the? Same thing. I have to think.
Don't they just like let your balls fly away and carry you.